Welcome the Born on This Date channel, where we explore fascinating lives of individuals born on this day. Today, we'll look at Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who led the country through the Great Depression and World War II, altering it with innovative ideas and leadership. He was elected 4 times. FDR was born on January 30, 1882, in Hyde Park, New York, and attended Harvard and Columbia Law Schools. His cousin, Theodore Roosevelt, inspired him to become involved in politics. By 1910, he had begun his political career as a New York State senator, laying the groundwork for future success. Franklin D. Roosevelt ran for Democratic vice president in 1920, but the ticket failed. However, disaster struck in 1921 when he acquired polio and became disabled. Despite the tragedy, his determination strengthened, and by 1928, he had become governor of New York, enacting revolutionary reforms. When FDR took office as president in 1933, the United States was in the midst of the Great Depression. Unemployment had reached 25%, and the banking system was on the verge of collapse. Millions of Americans faced hardship and despair, necessitating bold and decisive leadership. To address the economic crisis, Franklin D. Roosevelt established the New Deal, a collection of programs aimed at relief, recovery, and change. Millions of employment were produced through initiatives such as the CCC and PWA, while Social Security served as a safety net for the aged and unemployed. FDR's first 100 days in government saw significant banking reforms. The Emergency Banking Act steadied the financial system, and the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, insured deposits. His well-known Fireside chats soothed the public, helping to restore trust in banks and other institutions. The New Deal also focused on labor rights and industrial revival. The Wagner Act guaranteed workers' ability to unionize, while the National Recovery Administration, NRA, established decent salaries and working conditions. These policies sought to balance the interests of labor, businesses, and the government. During the 1930s, severe droughts devastated farmlands across the Midwest, aggravating the economic crisis. Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal responded by establishing organizations like the Soil Conservation Service to promote sustainable farming practices and assist displaced farmers. As World War II broke out in 1939, FDR initially maintained U.S. neutrality. However, America entered the war in 1941, following the attack on Pearl Harbor. FDR's leadership was critical in mobilizing national resources, managing military strategies, and building alliances via the Lend-Lease Act and the Allied Alliance. Franklin D. Roosevelt's fireside chats were groundbreaking for engaging with the people. He used radio programs to explain complex issues in simple terms, creating trust and solidarity. These conversations were critical in mobilizing Americans during the Great Depression and World War II. FDR popularized the phrase "arsenal of democracy" to describe America's role in equipping Allied forces during World War II. Factories switched to wartime production, building planes, tanks, and weaponry. This not only strengthened the war effort, but also rejuvenated the American economy, bringing it out of the Depression. Franklin D. Roosevelt delivered his legendary Four Freedoms speech in 1941, emphasizing the fundamental liberties of democracy: free speech, free worship, freedom from want, and freedom from fear. These ideas informed the post-war worldview and prompted the establishment of the United Nations. Despite being paralyzed from polio, FDR remained determined to lead. He frequently utilized braces and a cane to seem mobile in public, exhibiting perseverance. His Warm Springs Rehabilitation Center in Georgia exemplified his compassion and dedication to helping people overcome obstacles. FDR attended the Yalta Conference in 1945, together with Winston Churchill and Joseph Stalin, which shaped the post-war world. However, his health was deteriorating. Franklin D. Roosevelt died on April 12, 1945, leaving a legacy of perseverance, change, and revolutionary leadership. FDR's New Deal laid the groundwork for current social services, and his leadership throughout World War II solidified America's global dominance. Programs such as Social Security and institutions such as the United Nations illustrate his long-lasting influence on both local and international issues. Franklin D. Roosevelt's life exemplified resilience, vision, and transformational leadership. He fought the Great Depression and led America through World War II, changing the function of the presidency. Share your opinions on his legacy, and visit our channel for more historically significant tales. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from remarkable individuals born on this day.